The Philippines and the United States released bilateral security guidelines as America reaffirmed its ironclad commitment to defend the Philippines as tensions with China heat up. And rains are expected over some parts of the country due to a low-pressure area off of Palawan. The new Bilibid prison has suspended visitation privileges as COVID-19 spreads in crowded jail cells. And the Philippines has won its first gold in the 32nd Southeast Asian Games in Cambodia. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Sean Yao. The United States once again pledged its ironclad commitment to defend the Philippines during President Bongbong Marcos's historic visit to the Pentagon. The two countries also reaffirmed a decades-old security alliance as Manila and Washington seek to push back against China's aggression in the Indo-Pacific region. Mobile journalist Julie Baiza reports.
So make no mistake, Mr. President, we will always have your back in the South China Sea or elsewhere in the region.
This was U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin's commitment as he welcomed President Bongbong Marcos at the Pentagon today. Prior to the meeting, Marcos was given full military honors and trooped the lines at the Department of Defense grounds. Austin assured that the U.S. always stands ready to defend the Philippines when it comes to the territorial issues in the South China Sea. More than being allies, he said that the Philippines and U.S. are family.
As I said before, Mr. President, we're more than allies, we're family. And we share a common vision for a free and open Indo-Pacific because a region governed by rules and rights helps provide security and prosperity for our two countries and for the whole region.
For his part, Marcos underscored the importance of continued cooperation and commitment of the two countries.
With the background of the strengthening relationship between our two countries, strengthening what already has begun is a long-standing and very robust relationship that we have developed over the many years. And the call of the times, unfortunately, is asking for us to meet these challenges, new challenges that perhaps we have not faced before.
Also released were the bilateral defense guidelines to modernize the alliance cooperation of the two countries, which was established by Austin and Philippine Defense Chief Carlito Galvez Jr. The guidelines reaffirmed the relevance of the U.S.-Philippines Mutual Defense Treaties in addressing both current and emerging threats. It aims to deepen interoperability through the expand cooperation on maritime security and maritime domain awareness, including through the continued conduct of combined maritime activities, including but not limited to joint patrols. Mobile journalist Julie Baiza, We Are One News.
On to the weather now. Pag-asa warns that the low-pressure area off Palawan could develop into a tropical depression in the next 48 hours. The weather disturbance was last spotted some 125 kilometers east of Puerto Princesa City in Palawan. It is expected to bring scattered rain showers over Palawan, the western Visayas, Samar, as well as northern and eastern Samar. Metro Manila and the rest of the country, meanwhile, could experience isolated rains. If this LPA does develop into a tropical depression, it will be called Betty, the second typhoon to hit the country this year. And some 55 inmates at the new Bilibid prison tested positive for COVID-19. 30 out of 400 persons deprived of liberty or PDLs who underwent antigen testing today returned positive results. Aside from this, 9 others tested positive out of 174 PDLs tested yesterday. Among the employees of the maximum compound of the MBP, 1 turned out positive. Prison congestion and extreme heat are among the reasons that are seen for the reemergence of positive cases inside Bilibid. But for now, makeshift tents have been put up to serve as isolation facilities for the patients. Visitations have also been temporarily suspended until further notice.
We are continuously monitoring the situation dito sa maximum. 4 na quadrant yan eh. and they are about 18,000. No? Hindi namin ma-avoid ngayon yung overcrowding kasi congested nga yung natin maximum. Lahat ng mga gwardiya natin, pag napansin yung may paubo-ubo, may cough, whatever, test ka agad.
We're bringing you more stories after this quick break. Stay with us here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. On the corporate front, PLDT has reported 8.6 billion pesos in earnings in the first 3 months of this year, higher by 5% from 2022. Mobile journalist Pam Vasquez with the report.
Despite challenges during the first 3 months of 2023, telco giant PLDT posted high revenues for the first quarter of this year. Its telco core income reached 8.6 billion pesos, higher than 5% compared to last year. The company's service revenues also rose by 2% or 47.1 billion pesos, driven by their data and broadband segments.
For enterprise, pushing a lot of the digital transformation. So we want to be the trusted partner for growth for our enterprise customers and also SMEs. Really pushing digital adoption and business transformation to digital transformation.
Meanwhile, PLDT shared their learnings from the 33 billion peso capex overrun issue.
We've learned a lot from the audit and also from the Milbank report that we got a lot of programs, a lot of processes, and even systems have to be in place, and we're putting the controls as we speak. In fact, very strict procurement process now, and monitoring of the approvals that we are doing. So.
Smart, on the other hand, reports having the most number of registered SIM cards. The MVP-led company assured the public it will continue its efforts to increase the numbers amid the extended deadline for the SIM registration. This includes improving their portals, setting up more registration sites, and leveling up its ads to encourage people to register their SIMs. Also gaining momentum is their fintech arm Maya, which still is the leading digital bank in the country. Maya reported they've already reached 1.8 million bank customers, while 21 billion pesos have been deposited.
So that's a huge vote of confidence in the ease, convenience, and the fact that this is now the primary account for all their transactions. And we've seen that as customers make us their primary account, their transactions on the wallet side, for example, jumps up 2-fold, 3-folds.
As it celebrates its 1-year anniversary this month, Maya is optimistic to reach their 2 million mark in users. Mobile journalist Pamela Vasquez, We Are One News.
The Philippines bagged its first gold medal in the 32nd Southeast Asian Games in Cambodia. The country's first gold is courtesy of Kyla Napolis in the Jiu-Jitsu Women's Newaza Nogi 52-kilogram event. Napolis defeated Cambodia's hometown hero Jessica Khan in the finals today. This was also payback of sorts, as Napolis lost to Khan in a different weight class back in 2019. Before winning the gold, Napolis defeated foes from Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam. Meanwhile, the Philippine men's football team will face off against Timor-Leste at 8 p.m. tonight. The men's volleyball team will also try to rebound from getting swept by Indonesia when they play against Cambodia at 8:30 p.m. One News Now will be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News. All